the Teh aliens. The ones all the way over here. We have picked up readings of unknown nature. The signals is the one on this planet all the way over here. The signals seem to follow some kind of repeating syntax which could indicate sapiens' origin. It should be investigated further. They seem to be concentrated around a single space station, though it is unclear whether the forms of a large spacefaring civilization. Toby, are your streams family friendly? My streams are family friendly. They're not intended for kids, but I'm not going to sit here and start cursing and swearing and saying a whole bunch of inappropriate things because I don't know who's watching. I would rather set a good example for anybody who's watching. Let's see.
System surveyed.
And it's one of those, of course, I mean, I ask people that are in the chat that, hey, while we are, in order to also conduct yourselves as such, at least while in my chat. Yeah, but it's, some of your chat talk a lot. Yeah, some of them do say certain things that I eventually then have to say it's time to, you know, chillax a little bit. Technology researched! Geothermal fracking! This is going to improve our mineral production. Not me, though. Hey, I appreciate that, though. Minerals from space constructions and unlocks the building the core drilling array. Powered exoskeletons would be pretty good. Ooh, not gonna lie, all of these are pretty dang good, but if I go with powered exoskeletons, we could go with robots. Unfortunately, robots kind of go against our whole going psionics, but this is not an empire that's supposed to go like pure psionics. It's supposed to be an empire of choice, of freedom and flexibility. Well, sort of, not freedom, because we're empirical rule. Tax evasion. No! Stop it, hurry, Foil! No tax evasion. Worker pop resource output is typically pretty good. I mean, I don't think we are anywhere near a nebula, though. Right? Yeah, we're not near any nebulas. We're really far away from, like, every nebula, so I'm not going to worry about zero-G refineries. We're also not getting a lot of space minerals, unfortunately. So, powered exoskeletons is really just going to be the best way to go. Did someone say tax evasion? Cholito! No! Why have you done this? Alright. First contact pending. The Res aliens. So these aliens on this planet all the way over here. The noises. A mixture of threatening, booming noises and what sounds like the grinding of metal on metal. Continued unabated for several minutes, punctuated occasionally by a howling noise that sent a chill through everyone who heard it. Just as Envoy Procula Sextilla thought the noises had died down, they started up again louder than before. With a wince, she switched the receiver off. She turned to the gathering crowd of officers, some of whom were cowering behind their seats. "Well, that was quite something," she said weakly. "It is hard to imagine that a species making the noises we have picked up from the Res aliens could be anything other than hostile. Naval officers already feared the worst and assume we will soon be at war with them. But calmer heads suggest we'd be better off waiting and seeing." I mean, not gonna lie, these guys have, unfortunately, immediately shown hostile intentions. They cannot help how they sound. We will come to understand them later. It is a challenge. Send threatening noises back, or we must prepare for the inevitable. Honestly, at this point, they have constantly proven to be provocative in a hostile manner. Amro's right. We must prepare for the inevitable. Let them fight in arenas to the end for glory. But yeah, so they are hostile. Unfortunately. Ooh, a tropical island. Ooh, Cholito! You have leveled up. Do you want to roam even faster or be even more meticulous to get us even more anomaly discoveries? We're going to continue. Actually, we need to be improving our worlds. Immortal faster! Roamer it is. Calistar. We're going to build ourselves another research lab. No, we need to go with... Actually, we need to go with alloy foundries. We got to start preparing for war soon. I can go missing and come back so fast the chef won't notice. We need to stop selling our energy credits. I'm okay still selling food. We're gonna cut the amount of alloys we're buying in half.
System surveyed. Planet colonized.
Science ship, automatic exploration. All right. There we go. We have our second colony. We only have 100 here. I am going to do the same thing on this planet. We're going to build a medical center in order to improve our organic pop growth, so that way we get more of our primary species. Because we still want crystals, but we want to prioritize our main species for a lot of the better things. One king is enough video uploaded. Yeah.
Technology researched.
Planetary unification. Ancient warring tribes, historical nations in conflict, now unified in empire. We must not, will not, crumble. Alrighty, so next... I mean, our naval capacity is only at 21. If we are going to be needing to fight, the fleet support is a good doctrine. Genome mapping is good in the long game, but we probably just need more naval capacity. Totally multitasking with this one. I have a couple stuff scheduled. I'm getting help with that, so. Clearly pre-recorded stream. Thank you for responding at the exact time that I need you to, Chilito. That is something I very much need you to say at this exact moment. The Tet aliens. As we begin to pick up more and more visual images of the aliens known as the Tet aliens, it was inevitable that these would eventually be leaked to the wider public. Their appearance has proven delightful to the crystalline public, who are now impatient to make closer acquaintance with these aliens. And so we shall. Ah! I am delaying on building that starbase a little bit too long. But I think we win this race. Asteroid sighted. No! It is an ill omen. Alrighty. Well, we need to build ships. There we go. Alright, ship designer. Close this, please. Alright, ship designer with F1. We need a new design for a Corvette. We're going to do a custom design. Turn off auto-generated designs. In this case, we're going to go with interceptors. It's going to be the strongest thing we can get. With red lasers, and I could go with nuclear missiles. It is going to be the strongest thing I can do. There you go. Reactor blasters. With as much shields as possible. Hey, full shields. So this is going to be our starting ship. Yeah. Alrighty, the Shard class. Save. Excellent. And we're going to create a new fleet. We're going to go and reinforce as much as we possibly can. There we go. Teach me ship logistics. I mean, at the very start, there's not much we can do when it comes to ships. There's a very simple rock, paper, scissors. Hey! One of our other scientists had leveled up. Momersa Nasaida. Politician. Well, this Momersa is intended to be our head of research. We're going to make her a politician in order to maximize those benefits as much as possible. What else are we looking to do? Because when we're talking about ships, red lasers, they deal less damage to shields, but more damage to armor and hull. So if you're fighting against something that has no shields, these are going to be, or just uses a lot of armor, red lasers are the way to go. Nuclear missiles, they completely bypass shields. So they just, you know, if someone's using shields, then this counters that. This also deals the most damage, but but nuclear missiles are countered by point defense or flak batteries. So if I'm afraid about fighting a lot of nuclear missiles, then I would be going with point defense. Lastly, of course, when it comes to missiles, you have mass drivers that deal more damage to shields, but less damage to armor. But they're also kinematics. I'm not going to be using a lot of kinematics in my builds. We're going to be going very much a psionic kind of theme of weapons. The whole point I want to do is use space creatures, specifically shards, so hopefully we can make this work. You like politicians, you say? What makes ship good and ship bad? Well, there's a lot of things when it comes to what's going to make a good or a bad ship. Unfortunately, it's really hard to answer that. One of the first really good things is mass corvettes, because corvettes in the late game can dodge nearly anything. So you would need a ship that has really high tracking and accuracy in order to counter the corvettes. But typically those ships deal lots of damage really slowly. So Corvette equals good. Corvettes, I mean, there are, you basically want to go with the strongest ship after a certain point, but then you do want to focus. So it's tricky. It's really hard to answer that. I'm going to be going with my own kind of fleet design. That's not necessarily going to be good, but it's what I'm going to use. For now, we just got to work with what we have. We're almost out of rare crystals, so trade is about to go a little lower. We are only 8 years in the game, by the way. All right. We need this to switch over to here. And I need you to go fight this asteroid. And then I need you to merge. Fantastic. Sounds good to me. I need a lot more alloys.
System surveyed.
I think... I mean, I don't really need farms at the current moment, so... I want this planet. Oh, it costs money to specialize? Ooh, shame. Ah, civilian industries. Let's go ahead and get that built. Because I need more consumer goods. So we're going to be fighting this asteroid for a hot minute.
Construction complete.
Hey, I leveled up. What am I going to get? Shipwright, more faster ships build speed, politician, or fertility preacher, pop growth speed. Ooh. Alrighty, what do I want to promote in my empire? I mean, politician is pretty good. I like shipwright, though. But I also like pop growth speed. I'm going to go with fertility preacher. I want more people in my empire.
Anomaly discovered.
Perfect. So also now that we are built up right here, I want to have enough to upgrade this to a starport, because this is going to be our first line of defense against whatever this empire is going to be, the Solariums. Now, they got a large fleet. They already have... Weavers. Yeah, because they're bioships. And bioships are so strong in the start. Yeah, we're going to have to focus a lot on a good defense. Our capital... I need... a lot more. I think we still have a lot more people unemployed, right? Yeah, 960. So I'm going to go ahead and build up another alloy foundry here. But then we're going to want to get more. No, we need more minerals first. Are bioships from the previous DLC? They are! So they're living ships. They consume food rather than other resources. You know, really cool, but it's gonna be tricky for me to overcome for a brief moment. That's sick? Yeah! It's flexibility. If your ship can deal with big variety of enemies effectively, it's good. If not, it's not easy. Right. It's good to specialize against whatever your enemy's defense weakness is. Yeah, biogenesis is where that one was previously from. 2 more months. This tropical world.
System surveyed.
Is something that I can somewhat easily colonize. Interesting. Alright, build this outpost here. How are we doing against this asteroid? Because it can't actually kill off this entire planet. But looks like we are going to be able to destroy it in time. By the way, in my entire career of Stellaris, I've only lost one planet to an asteroid. The asteroid that was approaching Immortal on a collision course has been destroyed. With their doom averted, our jubilant citizens on the planet have taken to the streets in celebration. A scan of the remaining fragments has also revealed that the asteroid consisted largely of valuable minerals. We have collected what we could. Excellent. So we now have the startings of a fleet. Guess you would choose fertility preacher since you got up and got a son only 2 years. Nope, that's not my son. That's a cousin. Maybe you know what? A brother. It could be a cousin or a brother. But anyways, he is aiming to take the throne from me. Going, I am the rightful heir, and would definitely stab me in the back. Et tu, Brutus. We're gonna also make it to where my people can't go into this territory just fine. Ooh, the Res aliens. Our efforts to decipher the signals picked up from the Res aliens have paid off. And we have finally made a breakthrough. While our mastery of their language may not be complete, we have managed to successfully open diplomatic channels with a civilization we now know to be the Solarium Star Regime. Influence gained. On screen.
An alien empire is
Malhan, thieving Rachel sends regards from the ruling council of the Solarium Star Regime. We hope for a productive relationship with your people, but be warned that our military will respond to any transgression near our space with maximum force.
Let's see. I am going to say the military junta. Oh boy. Yeah, they are fanatic militarists. We have no desire for conflict, Solarium. The first alien encounter. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our populace. This confirms what we have long suspected. We are not alone in this galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. Those particular Xenos have a level of technology similar to our own, indicating that we have achieved spaceflight at roughly the same time. This changes everything. Alrighty. Wow, they expanded in every direction except the one towards us. So they let us build up here, and for me, that is good. But yeah, we definitely still need a lot more ships. How are we doing on this economy? I mean, well, we don't have unemployment. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of jobs that still need people. It's okay to have a little bit of unemployment, but I definitely need to consider building... Oh, we are building up on this world. What are we building? Civilian industries? Why am I building it so soon? And I need to do the same. We need to close the borders so they can't steal our territory from us. Envoys are great to consider. But I need to figure out what these other aliens are. They are space cows. Spoiler alert. We are almost a full 10 years into the game.
construction complete.
Ooh, we can actually get all of these mining stations. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to build here first, and I'm going to have you build these mining stations. Stop. Build. Stop. Build. There we go. Fixed. Why are you... Shroud! I need you to focus on the important things, which is also explore, but then excavate archaeology sites. What do we have here? Oh no. Voidworm nest. That's not good. First contact event pending. After successfully translating your language, we established communications and knowers of the Shroud. Let us see if they want to talk.
An alien empire is reaching out.
Ah, a visitor. Welcome. We are the knowers of the Shroud. Within this void-born hole, our coven communes with forces incomprehensible to most mortal minds. We contemplate the secrets that lie in dreams, reservoirs of untapped potential, the unseen gears driving whole civilizations. The Shroud reveals much to those who would listen. At this moment, I listen to you. What brings you to us? Do you yet know? What is our fate? Ah, a momentary quarry. No less poignant for being asked so many before you. Such a question carries a heavy price, but we can provide answers. Know this, however. The Shroud allows us to perceive events which have not yet come to pass, and this knowledge shall help guide your course. But it is beyond the power of any one event to alter the turning of the galaxy. If you would strike this bargain, know that your aspirations should extend no further than to be better prepared. But, oh, what grand designs may be built upon even the merest glimpse of what is to come.
Money!
Oh wait, I don't have money. Never mind. Ain't that a shame? Alright, my capital. I need to improve resource spending. We're going to improve the research labs. No, not that first. We are going to build the alloy foundries first, and then the research labs. That will be fine. And I'm keeping my eye on those unemployments. Communications established. The alien civilization on Fair 3 has finished construction of its first interplanetary vessel in orbit of their homeworld. For better or for worse, these aliens are now ready to join the galactic community and must be counted among the galaxy's current space-faring races. They appear to have successfully translated our language and have open diplomatic channels with us. Acknowledged.
I speak on behalf of Kersen Kingdom, and I have been authorized to bring you greetings, as long as you stay out of our internal affairs, and treat our great leader, High King Von McCarn, with great reverence. I see no reason for our diplomatic relations to sour.
These guys are nearly complete opposites of us. Your kind will not threaten our oracle. It's Stitch, alright. My bad. But another empire for me to speak with. They don't like us because of our ideology. Oh, their voices are... Hold on. I mean, I could try to replicate that. That's going to be tricky. Alrighty. The elective monarchy. So, experimental sentencing starts with experimental testing, experimentation chambers, and they experiment on their slaves. As well as philosophical king, where they have a higher effective ruler. Okay. And they are attempting to have the expansionist ideology. I don't think there's anything I could do with these guys. Mutagenic spas. This civilization engages in ritualistic mutagenic bathing, with professional attendants overseeing the use of highly dangerous substances. Ooh, they bathe in spawning pools. This invigorating process may appall uninitiated onlookers, but they are a normal empire, and they also have selective kinship.
They're racists!
Let's see. The Keljan Kingdom. I don't want to be at war with everybody, so I want to try to improve relations with these guys at least. Experiment on them barbaric brutes. No, they closed borders with us. Well, I'm gonna keep my eyes. If they go into my... I want to attempt to... Hurry, Pollo, you leveled up! Principled for better stability, or Spycraft for better infiltration speed. We'll give Horipollo a chance to decide to be a better Spycraft, or read... let's see, experience... By sick, do you mean cool or uncute? Cholita. Are you Caesar? Maybe. Who's to say? Spycraft!